What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good morning and welcome to this update and daily update on or daily coverage on Solana and the Sol coin. In this video we'll talk about everything you need to know about Solana. We'll talk about some of the fundamentals behind the network and the blockchain. We'll talk about some news about Solana, which I think is due to come rather quickly. That's going to have an influence on the price. And just in general, yeah, everything you need to know. I say that more often, but I really think this is everything you need to know for today. So obviously Solana has been very, very bullish today. It's a red day, but it's really nothing to worry about. We're down 3.5%. Volume is still amazing at 1.2 billion. It's 14% of the market cap. Well, compare that to all the other cryptos in the top 10. Nobody gets over 10% of their market cap in volume. All right, so that's still great. Also technically, and we talked about this briefly yesterday as well, we're down 3.5%, but you can still see that there's, well, first of all, we're just very bullish. We're just in the middle of this rally. But apart from that, also on the very short time frame, so basically from Saturday up until now, we have been making higher lows. All right, so this is quite a risky market formation. But we are making some sort of an ascending triangle, all right? So the lows are getting higher and the highs are not getting lower and not getting higher either, but still. So something like this is just a bullish confirmation. It's as I said, it's a risky structure and I don't want to use it too often, but it is some sort of a confirmation. And then apart from that, what I always think is interesting and always think is valuable to just take a look at is if you take a look at Solana, the ecosystem. What is it doing? And what you can see over the last 6 months is that the total value locked has been pretty still over the last couple of days together with the price. But it is definitely it's definitely in an uptrend. And then apart from that, the daily active addresses is in an uptrend. Transactions isn't, let's be honest. But yeah, so fundamentally Solana is strong. Fundamentally, the market is strong due to changing economic circumstances. So everything is looking good, and that is also why I made the title, why I think Sol will reach $30 is because of that. All right, the technicals are bullish, the fundamentals for Solana are bullish, and the fundamentals for the market are bullish. So I still expect. I mean, this has been my analysis for the last 2 or 3 days. But I still expect that somewhere in this week we'll be able to break above our main resistance level, which is still $25. Break above that, find resistance at this minor key level at $27, take a break retest, and get up to $30. That's still what I believe will happen. Now, does that necessarily mean that we'll stay in this little triangle, for example? No, we could definitely still drop down to $21 and even $20. That really does depend on what Bitcoin does and what the dollar strength index does. If you want to know more about that, this video would be a little bit too long for that or too short for that. Then check out the Bitcoin video. So, but we could still definitely do this, but I still think that the dollar strength index and Bitcoin will be bullish enough to supply a move like this for Solana, despite it. All right. So, yeah, it's just waiting for this, and the only way in which this could really be ruined is if the Federal Reserve does not change its monetary policy. All right, we've seen inflation rates dropping, which is one of the big catalysts behind the moves we've had. If the Federal Reserve does not react to it, which is a realistic scenario, then that's the only scenario in which we could crash. All right, so then we would see something like this. Find some support at $20 and then continue or drop down to $16 and $15. So that could happen. It's realistic, but if I think it's getting closer, if I think it's happening, I would definitely make an update on that. So don't worry too much about this yet. And at this point of time, I still think that, excuse me, I pressed the wrong button. I still think that this is the most likely scenario. All right, so that's my take on Solana for today. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, take care and bye.